This week on Dateline Schools, we're taking a look at the Next Step Transition Program, a program to help our special needs students make that successful transition from school to the work environment. To tell us all about it, my special guest is the program coordinator, Scott Siglerick. And Scott, several times this week in our conversation, you mentioned the goals of the program and for the kids. So what are the goals that you have set for these kids?
Yeah, number one, we focus on employment. That's huge, because without that employment piece, you're not gonna reach your full independence in life, which would be living on your own, paying all your bills by yourself. Employment comes with that. I think, and we try to get that message across to our students. But it's typically employment in a variety of ways. That could be competitive employment, that could be a volunteer position, that could be a supported employment piece, and then that other piece is that independent living. So that could be living at home with parents, but being as independent as possible in that setting, or living on your own, or whatever it looks like that's appropriate for the student. And we try to reach those goals, and we set those goals as an IEP team with parents and community supports and our staff as well.
Now, do most of the kids, are they able to stay in these jobs well after they exit your program?
So that's an option for the employer to do. We never make it an expectation that you're going to take this kid on, you're going to hire them. They're doing it for credit for their programming. So but it does happen. Absolutely. Our kids get in there and they're like, wow, this kid can do everything we asked them and more. And they picked it up really fast. And we love those stories, and we want that to happen. And we want the students to make those connections, but we also want them to know that, hey, you're gaining the skills to get a job, to earn that job, and to keep that job, and to go find a new one if you need to as well. So we're going to practice all those skills to prepare them for life after our program.
I mean, talk about a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we know there's a need right now, and we're seeing it, drive around, you see the help wanted signs, and that's what we want our kids to do. Be an advocate for yourself, to go out and ask for what you want.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.